I think even as a kid, I always had this drive to want to understand how things around me work and how the systems that we interact on a daily basis with work. When I was in high school, my school started a robotics team, and that gave me my first exposure to working on engineering challenges. And straight away, I kind of just knew that I wanted to do something with engineering. I started looking around for how can I make my own circuit boards? And one Google search later turned up UA's website for the Cube. So I got the gears turning, found the email, and I just said, hey, I'm from the Tuscaloosa area. I've lived here for a long time, and I'm looking for a way to manufacture my own circuit boards for these hobby projects that I'm working on. They got back to me saying okay, well, since you're not a student, we might not be able to do that, but tell you what, the guy who is currently responsible for running those machines is about to graduate. So if you'd like to train over the summer to take his place, and then once you come in as a freshman, you'll have access to all of that pretty much 24/7. And that was very appealing to me. And then you combine that with how accessible UA made college in general to me, I think that kind of solidified okay, I'm on the right path. I was able to come in and pick up and start very slowly getting acclimated and finishing up my training and being able to actually operate this really cool electronics lab where I had access to being able to make my own circuit boards at will. That was probably one of the coolest experiences that I've had in my life. So the summer after my first year, I had this thing of okay, I do enjoy working in this lab, but I'd like to get a little bit more on the research side of things. So I started scouting out what professors are there in my department that I could do research with. And one in particular stuck out to me because he was doing autonomous underwater robotics. There's a unique challenge when it comes to water environments where radio waves don't really transmit very well underwater. So you need to find another way. What follows is, can we use those same strategies that people use for radio using sound waves? I had no idea being in computer engineering could lead you to such interesting and different places. Because you think of computer engineering, you think about circuit boards, you think about making chips, you don't think about underwater robotics. There's a lot of water research-based opportunities opening up in Tuscaloosa. I'm actually lined up to do a master's here with the NSF Water NRT Research to Operations program. And the goal of that program is basically to get researchers up to speed in water observation technology and water research. The USGS is right now building on the north side of campus this huge hydrologic instrumentation facility. They're going to have an entire part of the facility dedicated to testing instruments and potentially building instruments. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has the National Water Center here, which is the national facility for modeling water and predicting water in the interior of the US. Related to that, the Alabama Water Institute has sprung up as a vessel for doing that sort of water research at the university in collaboration with the Water Center. So all these pieces are coming together right at the time that I'm looking at what kind of decision I might like to make. It felt kind of obvious that I should go to UA for my master's. The University of Alabama has become the catalyst for me going from sort of this blank slate fresh out of high school into having this conviction that I want to go forward with research if at all possible. I know what comes next in my life now.